Welcome back. Welcome back to Friends with Benefits Car Club, the channel where car culture isn't just about horsepower and torque. It's about the stories that make us shake our heads and say, yeah, that guy definitely skipped driver's ed. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and share this with your car group chat, because today's story is so wild, it sounds like a video game mod comes to life. Let's paint the picture. You're driving home on a Tuesday evening, radio on, maybe sipping on your gas station coffee, and out of nowhere an F1 car, yes, an honest-to-God race car, flies past you like you're parked. That was life in the Czech Republic for the last 6 years. The legend of the Phantom Ferrari started back in 2019, when people began spotting what looked like a Ferrari F1 car screaming down highways, blasting through tunnels, and basically turning public roads into Monaco. But here's the kicker. It wasn't actually a Ferrari F1 car. Nope. It was a Dallara GP2 in Ferrari paint. Basically Formula 1 cosplay. Think of it as buying a Wish.com Iron Man suit. But instead of parties, you're dodging speed cameras at 200 kilometers per hour. The driver, who stayed anonymous for years, never once took off his helmet or suit in public. Imagine being so dedicated to the bit that even when you stop for gas, you're still dressed like you're about to battle Lewis Hamilton for pole position. Police tried to track him down multiple times but couldn't because, helmets hide faces, and apparently the Czech police weren't ready for Scooby-Doo level mystery solving. And let's not gloss over the dedication. 6 years of doing this. Most people can't commit to a gym membership for 6 weeks, but this guy made illegal Formula 1 on public roads his part-time job. When they finally caught him, it wasn't some casual pull-over moment. Oh no, this was cinema. We're talking helicopters in the sky, dozens of police cars, full-on tactical sting operation. The kind of scene where you expect Vin Diesel to roll out of the shadows and say, family. They caught him because a tip came in that he was refueling. Of course it was at a gas station, all that speed, but you can't outrun the reality of fuel economy. Even a GP2 car can't sip gas like a Prius. Look, I'm not saying it's right. Driving a race car on public roads with no lights, no plates, no blinkers, dangerous, reckless, illegal, but you have to admit, it's also kind of legendary. The absurdity seeing an F1 style car in traffic is like spotting Bigfoot in a Taco Bell drive-thru. You can't not talk about it. The audacity of this guy is crazy. Dude wore the suit, the helmet, never broke character. Commitment level, 100. The entertainment value is epic. No one was hurt, thank God, but the man gave car culture a story we'll be telling for years. Here's what makes this fascinating. Car culture thrives on stories like this. They're dumb, they're reckless, but they're also the reason we scroll through car forums at 2 a.m. It's the spirit of, what if I actually did the thing I dreamed about in the Gran Turismo? We're living in a time when most car news is about EV ranges, software updates, and autonomous driving. Then, out of nowhere, boom. A guy brings back the fantasy of motorsport meets midnight run. It makes you wonder, would you rather live in a world with perfect autopilot cars, or one where some lunatic in a fake Ferrari F1 car terrorizes gas stations for 6 years? For me, I'm always hyped about the crazy story that makes you feel like we're living in a simulation. Alright, FWB fam, time for you to weigh in. If you had 6 years of road invincibility, no tickets, no arrests, no limits, what car would you choose as your alter ego? Drop it in the comments. And listen, if your answer is Toyota Corolla, it better have at least a jet engine swap, because the Phantom Ferrari set the bar high. That's all for today's madness. Smash that like button, share this with your car crew, and don't forget, if the car you're driving doesn't make you feel like a superhero, you're driving the wrong one. This has been the Friends with Benefits Car Club, where legends aren't just built, sometimes they get arrested.